Alright, so I'm going to be showing how to upgrade the hard drive to an SSD on this HP Pavilion laptop. Model is 15-B153CL. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is remove the battery. Normally these two will both be pushed out to the sides, okay, like this. We're basically going to slide them in towards the center and then pop the battery out. This is missing a plastic cover here. I don't know where it is, but yeah. That's kind of strange. I don't know how that cover's missing because there's supposed to be a screw that holds it down. We're going to be using a PH1 or JS1 screwdriver to remove the screws. I actually use the software to clone the hard drive to an SSD in advance. So yeah, anyways, you want to keep the screws in order because they can be different size, shape, and lengths. The way I do that, flat side down like this on my desk in the pattern I remove them. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and remove all the screws. Once you remove the screw from this piece here, we should be able to get this out. Let's see here. Does this come out? Okay, no. Maybe it doesn't come out. Okay, maybe this plastic piece isn't even supposed to come out. Oh, actually, yeah, it's not even supposed to come out. There's like melted plastic that holds it in place. So that's more like a little cover with the foot on it. So I don't know how they lost the other one. Okay, anyways, let's go ahead and continue removing all the other screws. I'm going to remove this USB thing. Alright, there's two screws that are supposed to hold the keyboard in place, but it looks like they lost it or already took them out. There's supposed to be another screw here, and then we'll get the one down here. Alright, if this video helps you out, make sure to like, subscribe, share my channel with others so that they can learn how to upgrade and repair their devices as well. If it helps you save a bunch of money, please consider contributing a little to the channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos for a living. Alright, anyways, we're going to continue removing all these screws. They do seem to be the same size, but it's always a good idea, good practice to keep all the screws in order so that you can put the same one back where you got it. Alright, so after removing this, let's see, do we need to remove the keyboard first? Let's go ahead and flip it over. I think we might have to remove the keyboard, so we'll flip this open. To remove the keyboard, usually there's some little clips in the top of it here, so we're going to use this very thin tool here to get into the top, okay? And then you kind of like slide it along. You'll feel like a bump where there's a clip, and then that's where you have to pry. So when I slide this along, I'll feel like I run into a bump, and then I just wiggle it there, okay, right there. And just keep going, and right there, and there we go. All right, then I kind of push these sides down and pull up in the center, just like this, so it kind of flexes it inwards like this, right? Then we tip this up, and I move this over here, and we're gonna flip this latch. Once we do that, we can pull this cable out, and here you go. That's what the keyboard looks like underneath. Do they have keyboard part numbers here? So they have an HP part number here. You'll want to check yours because your keyboard could be different. This is the US keyboard. Technically, you can use a non-US version keyboard in here if you want a different layout or if you don't care. But there's the HP spare part number. We're going to set that aside. I'm going to have to clean this up later because it is dusty. All right, we're going to flip this latch up. Let me zoom in here. Okay, we're going to flip this latch up here and this latch up over here. This one's for the power button. This one's for the trackpad. So we need to flip that up so we can disconnect this and grab this. You grab the blue part and then you can pull that out, okay? All right, there's a bunch of screws in here we're going to have to remove as well. So let's go ahead and do that. Let me zoom out a bit more. There we go. Okay, so let's see, no screws here. I think there used to be some screws here, but whoever worked on this, actually, these are probably the ones for the keyboard that, yeah, these are the two from the keyboard that were missing from the other side. All right, we got 3 screws here, so we're gonna remove those 3. Again, keep all the screws in order because they can be different size, shape, and lengths. And I am gonna clean that out because it is really dusty and gross. Okay, so once you get those 3, there's 2 more, one here and one up there. I'm gonna remove those 2 as well. And this one. All right, now that we got all of those out, let's go ahead and pop this open. So let's see, which is the easiest way to get this open. I think I'm gonna lay this on the screen here so that you can kind of see. I'm gonna get my fingernails in here. I think I have to pop the top half first. So the gap is actually somewhat in this front edge. Okay, so what I do is I get my fingernails in there, and then I use my thumbs on the back, push and pull with my fingernails, just like this. Let's see if that's right. It is popping out, so I think that should be correct. And we're just going to continue working our way around. Okay, I'm going to close this up. We're going to work our way around this edge. Okay, just like this. And oh, that's really stuck in there. Let's go ahead and work around this edge then. So we're gonna go around here. Okay, and we're gonna pop this open. Wow, these clips are really strong. Okay, I don't know what's going on. The clips holding this thing together are super strong. We did get the front edge a little bit. If you look here, you can see this is kind of already opened. All right, I don't know what's going on with the side edges. Let's see here. So now that we got that, can I continue sliding my fingernail in there to pop it out? No. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. This thing is like stuck in there really strong. Let's see, did I miss any screws here? No. I don't see any missing screws. Hopefully, well, and it's towards the center that's not popping out. That's very strange. Usually you can just kind of pop all of this out. I don't know why it's not wanting to pop out. Okay, I'm kind of pulling down here and pushing up here with my thumb to flex it inwards to hopefully get the clips to release. That kind of worked a little bit. There we go. Okay, that's kind of working. So basically what I'm doing is I'm kind of flexing it upwards, kind of like the keyboard. Okay, to help pull it inwards and help disengage these clips. Let's go ahead and try that on this side as well. So same thing. I'm trying to avoid pressing on the trackpad area. I'm pushing on this side. Okay, pulling it downwards. There we go. Okay, and there we go. So basically I was pulling the case inwards to disengage the clips, and as you can see, we were able to get it out. And I'm gonna have to clean the dust off this. It is pretty gross. So I'll do that soon once we replace the hard drive here, okay? So we're just gonna take a quick look inside. I'm not gonna be disconnecting everything in here. You can see there's this cable here for the USB port and the headphone jack. For that, you can flip this latch up and then pull it out, just like the keyboard and other stuff. The RAM is replaceable, but underneath the motherboard, so that's very annoying. I'm not gonna take the motherboard out. We got the wireless card here as well. The LCD LVDS connectors right here. If you want to replace that, or not replace it, but if you want to disconnect it, make sure after removing the battery that you press and held the power button for 15 seconds. I should have done that before taking the cover off, because yeah, now I don't have the power button to do that. All right, you got all these little connectors. I'm guessing this is for the webcam. And then this looks like a speaker connection. This one looks like for the fan. And you got the DC jack charge port connector going underneath here and underneath the hinges. Kind of a pain. All right, so this design is kind of, yeah, not very good. You have to take everything out just to get to the upgradable or replaceable parts. Luckily for the hard drive, it looks like we can just replace it here. So let's go ahead and remove the 4 screws holding this metal plate down. Okay, this computer is running pretty slow, so we're upgrading it to an SSD to make it a lot faster. All right, I've worked on other models of these where I've replaced the RAM or upgraded the RAM before. So if you need something like that, I can look for some of my videos, but for most people, it's going to be too much work to be worth it. All right, anyways, we're going to go over here. We have the connector for the hard drive, SSD, or whatever, 2.5-inch SATA drive. I get my fingernail in this gap, and then I pry it out like that. And same thing over here, and pop that connector out. So here you can see we have the old hard drive. This is just a 2.5-inch SATA hard drive. Pretty much any 2.5-inch SATA drive should work. We're going to remove these screws. Again, same thing, trying to keep them in order. 4 of them. Okay, you want to be careful too that you don't damage that, because if you damage that cable, then you're going to have to take the motherboard out to replace it. Okay, but this design makes it not really worth it, I feel, to do a lot of this stuff. All right, so there we go. We got the 4 screws out. Now we can flip this over and we can drop the hard drive out just like this. Okay, we're now going to get the replacement hard drive or SSD and drop that into place. And now we just got to put the 4 screws back in. Okay, the old hard drive is a larger or thicker drive. I think the new ones are like 7mm or 7.5mm, and the old ones are like 9 or 9.5mm. So there's a little bit of a gap, as you can see, while I'm putting these screws in. I'm just loosely fitting them first to make sure everything lines up. Okay, and once I get all 4 screws lined up, then I will go ahead and tighten them all the way down. Because of the gap, I have to kind of make sure it lines up right, the screw holes first, before I can put them in. All right, one more here. All right, and there we go. And we'll tighten this down, tighten this down. All right. Almost there. That's good. And last one. Perfect. All right, so this stuff is all dusty here. So let me clean this up real quick and then we're gonna put this into place. All right, so I'm gonna do that and I'll be back and I'll see you guys once that's done. All right, so I'm back. Let's go ahead and take a look. Clean the dust out of here. Still a little bit of something stuck there, but it won't come out. All right, clean the dust out of the fan here. All right, you can see it's a lot cleaner. Let's go ahead now and put the hard drive or SSD into place. Pretty straightforward, just get this lined up. Get this connector back into place. All right, hold that in, push that in. All right, once you make sure everything is connected, line these up, get the 4 screws back in to hold it in place. All right, very simple and straightforward. Okay. Last screw for the hard drive. All right, now that we got all 4 screws holding the hard drive in place, we're gonna put the keyboard assembly back on top. Okay, let's zoom out here. Just like this. Zoom out a little bit more. Okay, keyboard assemblies going back on top. This can be the thumbnail, I suppose. All right, so this goes on top like this. And it is a little bit tricky to get these cables back in. I like to kind of hold this up a little and then push the cable down to kind of get it lined up. At least for the power one, because it's shorter, so it's a little bit trickier. Okay, and then the trackpad one we can pull back by hand. Make sure the latch is up. Get that in, and then once you have that all in, and slide your finger over the top to latch that down. Grab this, same thing, get that in, and then slide your finger over the top to latch it down. Click all of this back down into place. Okay. Okay, you want to go all the way around, make sure everything is clipped back in. Good. Okay. Now we can go ahead and put those screws back in that we took out. Oh, I forgot to clean the back or the bottom of the keyboard off, so I'm going to do that once I finish this. Okay. Alright, get this one in. Good. And the last screw that was under the keyboard. Alright, let me clean up the keyboard and I'll be back. See you guys in a bit. Alright, so I'm back. I got this here. Make sure this latch is up. Right, flip this down and get this cable in. Alright, and then once you get that, again, slide your finger over the top to latch it down. We'll slide the bottom in first to to get the feet of the keyboard in. And just like before, I'm gonna hold the middle up and then push the sides in first. Lock that in, hold the middle up, get these sides in first, make sure it goes down flush. Once that's all good, we're gonna slide this over the top, click everything in. All right, looks good. Close up the screen, flip this over, get the bottom screws back in. We are missing a few again. But anyways, that's pretty much all there is to this. Hopefully this video helped you guys out. If it did, again, please make sure to like, subscribe, share my channel with others so that they can learn how to upgrade and repair their devices as well. And if it helps you save a bunch of money, please consider contributing a little to the channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos for a living. Other than that, we're going to put the battery back in, power it up, and see how it goes. But yeah, that's all there is to it. All right, let's get these screws back in. Let's get this USB back in. All right, last one, and we'll get the battery in. Battery is very easy to get back. Just line it up, slide it into place while this is held down, lock it. There we go. We'll flip this over. Let's power this up and see what we got. I might have to plug it in. I think the battery's low. It is turning on. I do see the light. Okay. So it looks good. And then I'm going to run this for a while, make sure it stays on. But I do see the thing loading, so we should be good to go. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. All right. Let's see. I'll wait till it loads. It's still doing stuff. Come on. Spun a little bit more, went back to a black screen. I want to make sure it boots up completely before I consider this repaired. There we go. All right, and that's all there is to it. Thanks for watching. See you all in the next one. Let's drop this. Bye.